Show. All the top tunes.
Hey, Mulligan.
What are you doing? I don't know.
We give them just what they get in the big house.
It's the Joey and Rory Show, brought to you each week by Crossley Radio, with Wynn Varble, Marcy Gary, Heidi Feek, Bradley Walker, and me.
Joey, I hear you've been making some great smelling homemade soaps. Just another way we continue to provide wholesome, clean programming. Speaking of fresh and clean, here they are, Joey and Rory.
It's just a cup of coffee, he's only passing through. There's nothing more between us than a memory or two. I know what you're thinking, but this time I'm telling you, it's just a cup of coffee, he's only passing through. I'm meeting him at midnight at the old highway cafe. I'll be home in an hour, don't look at me that way. There's nothing more between us than a memory or two. It's just a cup of coffee, he's only passing through. I know you've heard it all, and you think I'll fall right back into his arms. Well, you're nothing but a mirror on the wall. What do you know? I've gotta go. I know you've heard it all, and you think I'll fall right back into his arms. Well, you're nothing but a mirror on the wall. What do you know? Hey, I've gotta go. No, I never bothered to give him back that ring. And yeah, I'm wearing perfume, but that doesn't mean a thing. You're only a reflection, don't tell me what to do. It's just a cup of coffee, he's only passing through. There's nothing more between us than a memory or two. It's just a cup of coffee, he's only passing through.
That's a great song written by Stephanie Davis.
Yes, she's our good friend. She lives on a ranch too, doesn't she?
She sure does. Y'all don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with more music and fun. I usually go down to Marcy Jo's in the morning for breakfast, but this past Saturday, I was there 4 times. Let's head down there now and see what they're cooking. Y'all come on in, sit wherever you want.
My mom has that corn set.
Oh, she does?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess working for Pioneer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, before there was a Marcy Jo's, Marcy had her own little antique store over in Mount Pleasant, didn't she?
I did, yep. It was called Aunt Marcy's Uniques and Antiques.
And how long did you have that for?
Just for about a year and a half. I
Yeah.
didn't have it for a long time, but I loved it though.
Well, it was a neat little community where you could, have. Well, hello, baby.
Hello, love.
How are
Hello.
you doing? Thank you.
I remember that time.
Yes, yeah. And
It
me
was
and
before you.
It was before me, absolutely. And you wrote over there in Mount Pleasant. You had a little store, right?
I would write songs over there, and Marcy would sell antiques.
yeah.
And every morning, I hear about this all the time.
Yeah, every morning me and Rory would meet up at a little cafe over there and have a honey bun. And they would actually put it in a skillet and fry it for us and then put melted butter on it. It was beautiful.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
It was life-changing.
It was life-changing and hip-changing.
Well, we're going to continue that tradition here at Marcy Jo's. Our baker, Cheryl, has come up with a donut recipe that's really great. But we were just talking about the donuts and the honey buns, and we thought maybe we can make this recipe into honey buns as well.
Right.
So that's what we're going to do today.
And that was like 2 hours ago. So this is all new to us, so I'm excited.
I'm excited.
All
I'm going
right.
to serve while y'all cook.
Okay, you do that, babe. Don't spill anything or
Yeah.
break anything.
Yeah.
All right, we have our dough already here. Cheryl made this up for us already. It's already rose double in size.
Right.
Now, don't forget, folks, if you want to get these recipes, you can go to our website, thejoeyandroryshow.com, and find those all nicely, etched out for you, so you can go there and find them. So we're just going to turn this into some flour here, and we're going to roll it out into a rectangular shape.
Yep.
So, Marcy, when you had your antique store, was it all antiques, just strictly?
It was all antiques. Watch that all. And it was all antiques. And I had a lot of stuff from like the 50s and 60s era. And I actually have it here at Marcy Jo's too. You can see it on the shelf.
yeah.
You'd be surprised how much of this stuff I sell every day. It's unbelievable. But it's my hobby. It's what I love to do. I love to go to old thrift shops and places
Yeah.
like that. And find things, and people, I love it when they come in and say, oh my gosh, I used to have that when I grew up, or my grandma used to have that set, and it just kind of brings it all back, and that's what I love.
Well, people do enjoy that, just because,
They do.
like you said, there's something about seeing something from your past that just will
Yes.
take you straight back there.
It really does.
Okay, so as you can see, I've just basically made this into a rectangular shape. I poured a little bit of honey over it. Marcy, why don't you sprinkle some of that cinnamon and sugar? Whoa! Now you get on to me about my salt and pepper all the time. Look at that.
I'm all about some
Oh
sugar.
my lordy. Okay, that's enough,
No,
woman.
I don't got anything right
You're
here.
gonna give these people.
And right
Oh
here.
my lordy.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
beautiful stuff right
Then you're just gonna roll this up into like you would a cinnamon roll, or
Yeah.
roll it up nice and snug, and then you're gonna cut it with a knife. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait
Isn't
for
that
these.
beautiful?
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna try to pull that just a little bit
Okay.
more over there on that side.
Like I said, these are brand new. We've never tried these before.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna cut, and you're gonna make them thin. And you're just gonna be like, now wait a minute, those don't look like they're gonna be very big, but these things will double in size again. So once you cut these, go ahead and put them on your cookie sheet. And we've already let these rise again, so this is what they're gonna look like.
Don't them look great?
Absolutely. Then you're gonna take one, you're gonna heat your oil to about 325.
Got
and
it?
I got it. You're just gonna slide this into your oil. Oh yeah.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
That is perfect. And you're gonna let those brown for about 3 minutes on each side. And after you let them brown, you're gonna take them out. Oh my gosh. This is almost
Isn't
like
that
a
beautiful?
fried elephant ear.
I know.
Love it. And then, this is what they're gonna look like
Isn't that
once you bring them out.
beautiful? I'm excited.
I am too. And then what kind of glaze do we have, Marcy?
Well, actually, Cheryl, I mean, you can do whatever kind of glaze you want,
Right.
really. But I mean, our baker, Cheryl, did some confectioner's sugar, vanilla extract, a little bit of, what did you say? It was-
Evaporated milk?
Oh, yeah, evaporated
Of
milk.
course, butter. That's always
Yeah,
good.
and butter. And so she basically just whipped that all together for us.
Well,
Yeah.
our taste tester today, speaking of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, is actually from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Shane, come on up here and see us. How are you doing today?
Good. How are y'all?
Hey.
We're doing great. We're glad to have you join us today.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So let's see if you like this honey bun straight from Marcy Jo's. Oh, they look so delicious.
I know they look so good.
Yes, they do. How is it?
I can see why you like to have one of these every day. They're really, really good.
It's probably a good
Are
way to
they
start your
good?
day.
Well,
good.
thank you for coming in here.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
So good to have you here.
Take this with me.
All
Okay.
right. Say
Thanks.
hello to Mount Pleasant for us. Oh my gosh, I think we should try one more.
I think so too. Oh, forget the
Do you want a
fork.
fork? Oh my gosh. Are they good?
Yeah, oh, really good.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Really good.
Fried. You can make these, but they're better fried. Wow. Hats off to our baker, Cheryl. Would you like
Yeah,
to bite?
that's beautiful. You want to bite, Ray?
Oh
Oh my God.
Okay, folks. That is our homemade honey bun here at Marcy Jo's, where we're changing lives.
One bite at a time. That's beautiful stuff right there. Look at this one.
Dolly Parton released this hit in 1971. It happened to be the first song Joey ever learned to sing when she was only 5 years old. Let's hope she didn't forget the lyrics. Please welcome Joey performing Coat of Many Colors.
Back through the years, I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. Well, I recalled a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were rags of many colors, and every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, sewing every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. And as she sewed, she told the story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I just couldn't wait to wear it, and Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, though I wore it so proudly. Now I know we had no money, but I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. So with patches on my breeches and holes in both of my shoes and my coat of many colors, well, I hurried off to school, but just to find the others laughing and making fun of me in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. And though I couldn't understand it, for I felt I was rich, but I told them all the love my mama sewed with every stitch. And I told them all the stories Mama told me while she sewed, and how my coat of many colors was worth more than all their clothes. But they didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see one is only poor only if they choose to be. Now I know we had no money, but I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors my mama made for me, made just for me. We've gotta go back. We gotta go back to that place where all those good old days were at. If we're ever gonna get this crazy world of ours on track, we gotta go back. We gotta go back.
You know what time it is, honey?
It's Wynn Varble time.
Let's see what Wynn's up to today.
A few years back, we had my Uncle Joe over for supper, you know, and we was sitting there eating supper, and my little old girl, she wasn't about 5 or 6 years old. She's just sitting right beside Joe, just staring at him, you know, the whole time he was eating. He said, "Georgia, why you keep staring at me?" She said, "Well, I'm waiting on you to take a sip of that water." And he said, "How come?" She said, "Well, Daddy said you drank like a fish." Think about it.
You go from rags to riches, farm to fame, from washing dishes to the whole world knows your name. They'll stand in the spotlight till the light goes dim, and it's farm to fame, to farm again. Our friend Laura Ring has a little shop in the loft above Marcy Jo's called Sugar Plum Lane, where she sells her handiwork and handmade items from local artists from around the area. And one of my favorite things in her shop are the homemade soaps. I've always wanted to make soap. And the very first bar I ever got, I saved it for about 2 years because I didn't want to use it. I was nervous to use it because then I wouldn't have the soap anymore. And then I discovered that Laura makes soap homemade. So earlier this summer, she came over to our house to show me and some friends how to make our own homemade soap. One of the great things about soap making is that you can be creative and come up with your own combinations of fragrances, oils, herbs, and spices. And since we had lots of mint growing here on the farm, and one of Rory and I's favorite summertime drinks are mojitos, we decided to make a soap we named Mojito Madness.
Today we're going to make a Mojito Madness based on a fantastic drink that you make. Use some spearmint from the farm.
Okay, great.
And then we're also going to do a strawberry lemonade. Use some fresh strawberries.
Wow.
The first thing we learned was that you have to be very careful because the lye that you use in soap making is caustic and can be dangerous if you breathe it in too much or if it gets on your skin. Once we got started, we all shared in the process, and my nieces Rebecca and Emma cut up the mint and grated the lime, while another friend and I mixed up the first few ingredients. As always, our puppy Ranger was nearby, but more interested in sleeping than making soap. Once all your oils, your lye, and your fragrances are combined, you pour them into a soap mold and cover them up with plastic wrap and a towel to keep the heat in. After 24 hours, you can unwrap the mold and start cutting it into bars. But you can't use it yet. It still has to cure for 6 more weeks. We all found that it takes a good bit of work and some time to make soap at home, but it's a fun process and makes for a great day with good friends. So while our Mojito Madness was inside setting up, we sat out underneath the shade tree with the real thing, enjoying the day and drinking in the summer breeze. For more information about Sugar Plum Lane, please visit Laura's website, sugarplumlane.net, or stop in and see her upstairs at Marcy Jo's the next time you're in our area.
It wouldn't be a complete show without an inspirational song. Here they are performing another number from their new album, Inspired.
I hold the pen that writes the words, but he tells me what to say. I touch the strings that make the chords, but he shows me what to play. I pour my heart into my art and pray that it shines through. But if it does, it's just because his hand is on it too. I hold the pen, he writes the song. Every now and then the world sings along. I may get the credit, but they've got it wrong. I hold the pen, but he writes the song. All those roads I took that led to love or broke my heart in two, he knew later on would inspire the songs I would write for you. All those times I've known when I felt alone and thought, how could things get worse? He knew someday they'd find their way into this very verse. I hold the pen, he writes the song. Every now and then the world sings along. I may get the credit, but they've got it wrong. I hold the pen, he writes the song. I hold the pen, but he writes the song.
Well, hon, I think Ranger wants to join us on this one.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to be in on it.
Opening the windows and letting in air, holding hands when we're saying a prayer. That's important to me. That's important to me.
Don't forget about what's most important to you.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Rory. Tune in again next week. Same place, same time.
Join Joey and Rory in the barn where they film their TV show by coming to one of their farmhouse concerts this summer or fall. Or check out their tour schedule by visiting their website, joeyandrory.com.
Media.